You want to say hi, Jim boy? Salut. No, you can't touch it. Say salut. Les Chambres de Mars. So we just decided to, we just finished eating from Les Chambres de Mars, and we're kind of walking here beside River Seine. As you can see, we are literally watching people eat food, and this is the view of the Eiffel Tower right in front of us. Beautiful. The weather is very cold. We're not wearing our heat tech yet. I'm just wearing my December 9. Jimmy can't sleep. It's the first day in Paris. What a big Jim boy. Alright. Good morning from Paris. We're currently in Montmartre, right below the stairs of Sacré-Cœur Basilica. So unfortunately there are no ramps here. We're just gonna carry Jimmy up the stairs, and we just want to see how it looks like up there. This is what the place looks like. Okay. So after the 1870 Franco-Prussian War, or Prussian War, the French felt so defeated they decided to build the basilica, which symbolizes peace. So Sacré-Cœur was the groundbreaking date, I believe, was sometime in the latter 1800s, and this finished by 1914. So we kind of thought it was old, but not that old. I'm not sure with the information, by the way. That was the last time I just read of it. So weather is actually nice. You know, it was pretty cold, but the effort of going up the stairs and everything is kind of compensated, and it was okay. It's windy, by the way, so it's also nice. Hi, say hi. Now in the middle of the city. So much bigger in person. right after eating McDonald's, we finally found our way to Trocadero Palace. It was much more beautiful in person, actually, than it is in photographs. The place looks large, I mean huge, and just the right and perfect view for the Eiffel Tower. Of course, Jim Boy is fast asleep. Finally made it, boys. We finally made it. Wow. Just right before sunset, we finally made it to the Louvre. It's a pretty okay place. So this is how it is around here, but we don't plan on going inside. Alright guys, we're finally in Louvre. Having a hard time taking pictures. It's kind of freezing already. Nevertheless, it's still quite a view. Despite in the month of December there's still lots of tourists, and as usual, Jimmy is singing his music. Come on, Jimmy, sing your music. Huh? No. Let me flip that. Yeah. Eddie. Anyway, so we don't plan on going inside because we're not really a fan of like arts and paintings. Yeah, I mean, like, even if it's free, we don't plan on going inside. So this is how the place looks like. December in Paris is crazy. And I hope I get to be back around maybe during spring or summer, just to like maybe enjoy more sunlight rather than this gloomy weather. You know, like, for some reason the lighting in DJI is just compensating all of these, but in person it's kind of different. It is December 10 and a cloudy morning here in Paris. We are currently strolling around Jardin de Luxembourg. So like, we don't know, we just heard this is a great tourist spot, so we might as well decide to take a visit. As you can see, there's no sunrise all over. It's just a gloomy weather, which means, oh my god, it's so cold. right after walking from Jardin de Luxembourg. It was a 20-minute walk to get here. This is the Notre Dame Basilica. One of the non-negotiables to visit while you're in Paris. Beautiful place. Very bad weather. So we just got off Versailles Station from Saint Michael in Notre Dame, and we are on our way to Versailles Palace. So this is the start of the visit in Versailles according to our ticket. So there was the entrance right there, and we're just gonna take a pictures inside. We're just gonna take pictures inside. These tickets better be worth it. The guy looks like Mr. Bean, not gonna lie.
Ben oui, effectivement, ce sont les deux.
Okay. Apologies for Jimmy's noise. Something's under construction. We don't know what. Magnificent. Man, I can cut this. I can cut it. I'm going home. So I guess that's about it. It's around. It's already 5 p.m. and it's quite getting cold. Despite having no sun, the sunset is looking pretty nice with hues of pink and orange. Right behind us, the Palace of Versailles from the garden, the Jardin place, and we're moving on to Garden Lafayette, something like that, before we finally end this Paris trip. Last side before we go home. This is Versailles Palace at night. Although it's still kind of 5 p.m. The lights are beautiful. It is December 11th, technically the last day in Paris. We are leaving in a few hours back to Gare de Lyon station, and we are going to Basel, in which is going to be a transfer to Interlaken. And by 4 p.m. we are officially in Switzerland. Ain't that right, Jim boy? Hey, ain't that right, Jimmy? How'd you find Paris, Jimmy? Hey? How'd Jimmy find Paris? Anyway, I'll try. One thing I like about Paris is I feel like it's a really good place to visit in the summer, but I wouldn't recommend maybe like December because as you can see, it's all foggy, gloomy, and there is not much sunlight, and some of our visits and some tourist spots turned to be really freezing, especially with Jimmy out here. I think this is a good timing to leave Paris because the weather, for some reason, right now is extra freezing. Today might be the only day that I've had fog come out of our mouth. And, some realizations and some comments, in my opinion, about Paris is it's kind of hard traveling around with baby stroller because if you would take Uber, it was really traffic. Like, from one place to another, which is really close, would take about 30 minutes just because it is really traffic. And the metro, I wouldn't say is a better option because when we attempted to take the metro to get back here in the hotel, it was really traffic. No, it was really crowdy. And as someone responsible for this trip, I had to make sure that we are safe. So rumor has it there's a lot of pickpocketers in the metro area. So that's why we aborted the metro and we just took an Uber back home. And the Uber itself isn't so pleasant for me because outside it's really cold and all that, but inside the Uber, these drivers, aside from their reckless driving, which makes me so sick and dizzy, by the way, they prefer to close all the windows, which now turns to be really hot and not just warm. It was pretty hot, like I would feel like sweating already. And with all our jackets and the coats and all that, with the scarf, imagine it's really freezing outside, and then you would ride an Uber with not. But Paris overall is not exactly as I remember it when I was a kid, which was around 2002. There might be thoughts that that was many years ago, 23 years ago. How the heck would I remember? But oh yes, I do. I do remember being in a stroller in Trocadero, riding the bus, in a hop on, hop off bus here in Paris. And we ate in a restaurant somewhere near the Arc of Triumph. There's a lot of crows and swans and pigeons here in Paris. The people are generally respectful. And one thing I can say, as compared to 2002, people aren't so racist anyway, because there's a huge amount of this hotel that we booked is actually pretty good. I wasn't so wrong with the hotel that we booked, Reims Hotel. This is located somewhere near Sacré-Cœur, and the bed was okay. The room had a heater, and there was a supermarket just right across the block. No, just right across the street, which is pretty convenient. So I guess we're gonna go now, and hopefully the happiness in Switzerland is going to make up for the void and the, how do I say this, negative aspects and the downside that I have experienced here in Paris. This place used to feel magical when I was a kid, but for some reason it has changed. It has changed.